So contribution margin is the profit margin that we ultimately want to work back from when we are thinking about optimizing an e-commerce business. So the definition is the total profit generated after selling and delivering a product to a customer. This is the profit contributed to your company that you can then use for marketing and other operating expenses. So some of these ideas are used interchangeably. Often people say gross margin when they mean contribution margin and vice versa. So it's important to define them according to how you're running your business and then measure them as unique ideas. So the first type of margin is gross margin. And so the percent of revenue in this case will be the highest. And this is just the idea of how much profit you make at the product level. So you take your revenue and you basically subtract your product cost. Now, it's more nuanced than that, and we're about to jump in on this case study. But it's the idea that if you sell a product for, let's say, $100 and it costs you $20 to make it and get it to your warehouse, well, your gross margin is about 80%. Now, contribution margin takes it a step further. So in this case, the percentage is going to be a little bit lower than your gross margin. And this is how much profit you make after, of course, producing a product. But contribution margin also includes the fulfillment of the product. So delivering it to the customer's doorstep. So this is revenue minus product cost minus fulfillment. So your product cost and your fulfillment you look at as two separate ideas that they're both getting backed out of revenue, but you have the chance to evaluate each one independently. Finally, you have your post-marketing contribution margin. And so this will be the lowest. And this is the idea that after you've produced the product, delivered it to a customer, and spent all the money on marketing, did you actually make a profit? And so this is a very, very important contribution margin view of whether or not your business is generating profits.